they talk about, the 0.01% of, young men and women that make it to the top levels of football. But what are those characteristics? I think you were just about to say mental strength, but yeah, what are those characteristics that you believe as a parent, but set Alex aside from others, his peers?
I mean, you obviously got to get the basics, because the thing is, before you even go into an academy, you must have something in you. They don't pick people off the streets and put them in an academy. So you would have gone through a screening process, which for Arsenal, it's quite thorough. I mean, I can well imagine how many boys would have gone through the screening process. Eventually, they took 13 of them, but we've had instances where you have about 200 people, playing in different sort of pitches. But then mental strength counts, support from the family counts, and you got to be good, in the first place. So, and you have to be versatile. You have to open up your mind, and you have to be competitive, And the thing for parents, they should note is already these boys are under a lot of pressure from the coaches, from the opposing team, and then you as a parent, you're putting additional pressure on the boy, So, and if they lose the fun, the joy of playing, then it becomes a big problem. And for us, I mean, 98% of the times, it was Alex saying to us, "Daddy, hurry up, let's go." Yeah. We've had the 2% where he's been so disappointed, he hasn't played, and it's like, what am I doing here? But for 98% of the times, it was, "Daddy, let's go." So it has to come from him. Alex, I mean, funny enough, he never had a plan B. So I've said to Alex, if it doesn't happen for you, what do you want to do? He says, "I want to become a footballer." So for him, it was playing at any level. And the questions you have for me, I mean, I'll preempt them, is there was this question about how do you combine the education. It is difficult, because you have his peers in school who study from, and obviously you have competitions which overrun into a Friday where he can't go into school. But what was important was for us is Alex's mom is a primary school teacher then. So homework, I mean, even if Alex, you come back at 8 o'clock, you're doing your homework, so there wasn't cutting corners. But then increasingly, we always had this when we went to the teachers, parents, sort of a meeting where Alex would sit by the corner, looking very squeamish and wondering what the questions were. But the teachers will always say to us, that Alex is very intelligent, very academic, but that he wasn't pushing himself. Okay. And it's a struggle, This is a boy who has a vision of playing football. He's come from football. He's so tired, and all he wants to do is to sleep. And then a weekend he wants to be on the PlayStation. So it was quite difficult. And I still think that Alex probably would have done a lot better if there wasn't this football. But to give him credit, I mean, his GCSEs, without going into much details, he did a lot better than we expected, because he had this talent of being able to catch up quite easily. Yeah.